Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm the unofficial sex therapist. And as you can see, I'm not in the studio, and I was having some serious technical difficulties trying to switch on my phone to make sure that you guys could actually see me. And then I was trying to bring the studio back in. I took the studio off to play the intro. And then because I'm doing it off my phone and I'm not doing it on the computer, I couldn't find the setting to actually bring me back in. So I had to delete the live and then start back over again. So welcome for joining us tonight. I'm actually going to give you guys a few minutes to get on so that we can kind of go over tonight's topic. But I do appreciate you guys' patience. And yes, we're not in the studio tonight. I am here at home with my little makeshift background for you guys tonight. So, hey, Paula, how you doing? And yes, I'm still struggling with my voice. Hopefully, I'll be able to go make an appointment to see my doctor next week. I've been waiting to get approval to see a ear, nose, and throat specialist. So they just got that approved today. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to go in the studio today because trying not to put a lot of strain on my throat. But thank you guys for joining. Just give me a few minutes. I'm trying to let some other folks join in because this is going to be kind of a Q&A for everyone so that you guys, I have some questions I want to ask you in terms of getting some feedback on the show. I am looking to make some changes in the near future. So I just want to make sure that I'm going in the right direction and you guys are enjoying the content that you're getting, the guests that I've been putting on the show, and just everything like that. So I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to join in. Let me check here on my Facebook and see if it's showing up. I was freaking out like a couple of seconds ago. I was like, oh shoot, I said this, I can't bring myself back on stage. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, refresh. So I guess I'm assuming it's on now. I think it's on now. For some reason, my computer is frozen right now. So I think I'm on. If you guys can see me, let me know if you in the actual chat if you can see me on Facebook and if you can see me on YouTube. But I'm gonna try to give you guys a few more minutes to join in. A few of you guys, because I really kind of want it to be interactive. I want to be able to get some feedback in terms of what you guys are seeing. Uh, let's see, this was live. Okay, let me delete this because I don't want that to show. Okay, cool. Thank you, Paula. Um, let's see. I just deleted the intro, so you guys won't be getting to hearing the intro tonight. But yeah, thank you for joining on, Paula. And we'll probably get some other folks to join in later. But like I said, one of the reasons I wanted to still have something, I didn't want to skip a week, even though my voice is kind of still out. I still wanted to kind of take an opportunity. So for those that don't know me and don't know the reason why I actually decided to start a podcast, I wanted to give people an opportunity to ask questions and also give some feedback because I do have some questions that I wanted to ask in terms of what you guys are thinking about the show. Hey, just me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, it's hot. I can't do the regular weave right now. I tried it, I sweat in my scalp at night. So it's like, okay, I got to stick to the braids. This heat is just crazy. At least that way I can just pin it up. Hey, Latrice, what's going on, girl? Appreciate you guys for joining. Um, I'm kind of giving you guys like giving a few more people to join in because I did have some questions that I wanted to ask in regards to tonight's show, and I'll try not to keep you guys the full hour, just simply because of the fact that I was trying to avoid having to do a lot of talking tonight. But I'll go ahead and just give you a little bit of background. So we The show has been in effect now for 3 months as of last week. So this week, this is our 14th episode. And I'm excited because it's 3 months in, and we're sitting at 132,000 views, and almost we're like 3,900 subscribers. So I think that's great. So thank you guys for that. So with that being said, with being 3 months in, I kind of wanted to take a little bit of time, kind of step back and kind of get some feedback on what you guys are thinking about the podcast as a whole, the topics, the guests that I've had on, because I would like to do some more things with the show. Um, to better engage other people, also to get more cast on. It's a little bit difficult to do because the show comes on live on Wednesdays at 8 from 8 to 9 p.m. So it's a little bit more of a challenge to get people to, especially working folks that get off at 5 or 6 o'clock to actually come, drive from one end of town to make it inside the studio for us to actually record. So for those of you that have done that for me, that have come out and to the show and have participated as guests, I do appreciate you guys 110%. You guys have added some great content. Um, you guys definitely, I could tell how you guys have evolved just in the last 3 months for the ones that have been on the show more than once. Um, it's just I'm just happy to see how the growth that you guys have had, those that have actually participated as guests. um, Also, like I said, I'm looking at other things to do. I've had some conversations with some close friends of mine, and we've been kind of, shooting around some ideas in terms of what additional things that we can do, that I can do for the show outside of just necessarily just being in studio all the time. Um, and, possibly, getting out and in the field, as they call it, getting out and actually hosting, doing interviews at random places and stuff like that, and getting people engaged while I'm out. Because I'm here, there, all over the place in Houston. So I said, I think I may, want to, do some episodes, and those would actually be recorded. Some of them may be live, and some of them may be edited and recorded. But I wanted to be able to give some versatility in terms of not only just the content, but just opening up the variety of people that I speak to that's comfortable enough to actually talk about sex. And I hope you guys can hear me because this is crazy. I sound so damn hoarse still. But anyway, so let me go through some of these questions that I have, and you can let me know what you think. Give me your honest opinion, because I feel that this is a business for me. It's not, it's not just a hobby. This is something that I'm growing, that I want to be successful. So in order for me to be able to be successful in building this podcast, I do have to get you guys feedback. So some of the questions I'm gonna ask you, you can either answer, not answer, or inbox me, or whatever the case may be. So one of the questions is that if you can remember any of the topics that you guys either watched or would like to watch or haven't, and if you got a chance to watch them or any of the shorts, and just so that you can, some people don't know what shorts are. So you have the live video, which is the hour. Then what I do is I take that live stream and actually run it through an AI app that creates the shorts. Now the shorts can either be anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute. On YouTube, however, anything that's past a minute they consider as a video. So if you're actually on the YouTube channel, you'll see a tab. You'll see tabs where it says videos, shorts, and then live, right? But let me know what, in terms of what topics that you enjoyed hearing about on the podcast. If it was specific ones that you enjoyed hearing that you either want revisited, or if you want those guests to come back on to discuss that topic, let me know in the comments, or you can inbox me. Um, and what topics did you not necessarily enjoy hearing? If it was a topic that you didn't too much care about or whatever. I'm curious in knowing what those topics were too as well. Um, Also, as far as the guests were concerned, I felt that I had some amazing guests. But if there were any particular guests that you would like to see more on future episodes, please leave that in the comments as well. If you want to, you can inbox me if you too shy to leave it. So, of course, I do have my favorites, but all of them I'm very appreciative of. I think, like I said, everybody has done an amazing job being on the show and has contributed a lot. Um, Another question I had is, how often do you listen to the podcast? I know that with our busy schedules, um, hold on a second. Just me said, I think we should get into guests or have an episode about lesbians, gay men, and bisexuals. Their sex lives matters too. Yeah, so just so you know, just me, that is on my plate. I actually have guests that are penciled in to actually come on for that. I was waiting to kind of get the momentum up to be able to, and get that audience up to be able to have those specific conversations because I want it to be worthwhile for everyone that's watching. But yes, because I do have lesbian and gay friends, and some of them I'm really really close to. So I do. They already know that they're coming on the show. So a lot of it is, they work like everybody else works. So I'm trying to figure out again if it's feasible for me to bring them in the studio, or we may meet up somewhere at a location and may be able to film and actually have the actual show at a different location. So that's one of the aspects too. But yes, that's definitely a good recommendation, and it's definitely already in the works. So I appreciate that. Um, so like I said, what the last one was, how often do you listen to the podcast? Some of you, I know, it's very difficult to keep people on for a whole hour. So I know some people may start watching it and they have to jump off or whatever, or they come back and catch bits and pieces of it. Um, if you're actually watching the shorts, which are the clips, more frequently than you're watching the actual show, let me know that too, because I want to be able to put out more of the shorts, because that is what actually drives people to actually watch the full show. Because if they get like a good, like, small piece of it, they'll be like, oh, I want to hear more. So that'll drive them to actually go watch the actual full show. So if you're finding yourself only having time to watch the shorts, just let me know. I'm trying to put out as many as I can after every episode. So if you're enjoying the shorts, let me know. If there's anything that you dislike about the shorts or the clips, let me know that as well. Um, Also, too, is there anything that you would like to see improved or changed? Like I said, I'm very open to feedback, constructive feedback, that is. So I am working on making some changes and some improvements. But keep in mind, guys, doing this podcast is not free at all by any rate. This is an investment, just like in any business. Um, I have to pay for studio time. Um, what I try to do for my guests that come on, if they do drink alcohol, alcohol, I try to buy like a bottle of their, one of the a brand of liquor that they like. That's not over $40. And so usually I'm spending, if I have three other guests on average, I'm spending probably close to about $100, if not more, each week. Just on, providing, that's my token of appreciation for them coming on the show. I may switch and start giving out gift cards instead. Because, like I said, that is an extra chore for me to have to either order liquor or have to stop off at the liquor store. But I'm looking for other ways to, because I'm not monetarily giving out cash, but I try to, do something nice, even if, like I said, like I may decide to start doing the gift cards, and that way they can use that money to put in their gas tank, or to, go grab something to eat after the show. Hi, Karika. So that's another question. Um, and another question I have for you is that do you feel that the podcast provides value, information, and entertainment? That's a big thing for me because one of my reasons for wanting to start the podcast is because one, I enjoy talking about sex. I love dialogue. I like to talk about and debate about certain topics as it regards to relationships and sex because I think sex is an important part of a relationship for most people. Um, and I'm sure, a lot of some of the content you guys may already be aware of. You seasoned folks out there like James Columbus. um, but I do try to provide a little bit of value from an aspect of providing some things that maybe somebody or someone doesn't know. But I definitely want to provide the entertainment. I want to keep it fun and uplifting. Um, I've had people bring up about relationship stuff, talking about, and I'm as much as I would like to talk about relationships, I feel that there are a lot of content creators out there that are already talking about relationships. I think that a lot of them too kind of promote the finger pointing and they to me they feel the division between men and women, and I really don't want that energy in the show. um I would prefer to keep it very light. I don't want to any type of male or female bashing. I try to have a show that where we're looking at both sides, male perspective and female perspective, without any hurt feelings or anything like that. That's why I try to make sure I invite people on the show and guests on the show that have fun, have a fun outlook on topics, and can be able to keep it entertaining. Um but if like I said, if there is a specific topic that you would like to talk about, definitely let me know. I mean, depending on if it is relationship based, I just need to kind of take a look at it because I would still like to somewhat incorporate a sexual tone to it if possible. Because we have quite a bit of serious stuff out there that we can look up and Google. um, but not enough people talk about their sexual desires and their needs. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have the show. Because I'm hoping that you guys are taking this, if you're in relationships, that you're talking to your mate, saying, hey, you're getting the courage to say, hey, I want this. I like this. That you guys are having those conversations. And if you're meeting somebody new, hopefully the show is giving you a little bit of a little bit of courage to be able to talk about the things that you desire in a relationship. Sex addiction. Okay. Karika, definitely a good topic. I'm definitely going to put that down. I know people that are sex addicts, and it's definitely something that needs to be talked about. James said, I'm waiting for my invite. I got you down. I do. I have you down. I may have you come out as soon as next week. If I can get my tail to the doctor ASAP so they can fix my throat, definitely for sure. Thanks, Latrice. She says, it's definitely entertaining. Yes. And you had wrong. Thank you so much. You had listen, girl. Listen. I said, well, I'm starting to see a difference in folks now. Look, between you and Selena, I'm like, dang, I've been on y'all help us for some years and y'all like coming with it. Um, so let's see. Another question is, it says, how did you discover the podcast? Most of you that's on my Facebook, and some of you that's on, I'm sure you saw the advertisement from when I was actually getting ready to promote the site. I'll promote the podcast before it actually came out. Let's see. Just Me says, very informative, definitely. And who doesn't enjoy listening to ways to improve their sex life or their personal well being? Sex makes people feel good, and that's why we do it over and over again. You sure fucking right. Definitely, as often as possible, if time permits. Let's see. Taylor, she said, it's nice of you to offer your guests that. I don't drink soda. I personally love the gift card option. Maybe you can do small goodie bags, and business can donate product samples. That's a good idea. Just or shout out their business for promotion and donating something to the goodie bags, just putting it out there. Yeah, I think those are great ideas. And something I have to do better at, and I guess part of it has to do with because when we're streaming live, like I'm not able to preset or pre-put outside of me. You see that little ticker at the bottom. That's about as much information I can put in at the time of the live. What I need to get better at is that after the show, is being able, like for my business owners that come on the show that have businesses or a website, is to go back into the actual to the live itself and put their contact information in it. Because I've had a couple of people ask, how to get into contact with this person or that person. So that's one of the improvements that I'm making. Like I said, this is like it's like I'm not gonna say a full-time job, but it's definitely a good part-time job. Once you guys start contributing, so now that I'm monetized on Facebook, and I'm also monetized on YouTube now. So you guys can also start contributing because guess what? I got to pay bills to keep this channel on. So it would just really help if you guys would actually, it could be $1. I don't care. That dollar would definitely go towards something. So just so you know, my expenses, I have studio time that I have to pay for each week. Well, I pay a monthly payment. I pay for, like I said, my give back to my guests. That's a weekly expense. Um, I also pay for marketing my channel. That's every week. Um, I also pay for the tools that I use to help with like there are certain like tags and things that actually help like when in the search. So this is stuff that happens like the behind the scenes that happens after the show. So like the little catchy titles you see on the shorts. Like I'll even, if you notice, I'll even go and change the title of the actual show after it's been aired. So I pay for an AI app that actually goes in and watches the show, and it comes back and gives me recommendations on how to tweak the title, and it actually rates it. So I pay for things to help grow the channel and to help make sure I'm providing the best content that I can. Um, James said, "What's too often?" Yeah, stars are definitely welcome. Yes. Oh, okay. That's my Aunt Mercy. She said, "Will you have discussions about sex after 60?" Yeah, I definitely need to. I'm approaching that age real soon. I definitely need to talk about that. That's a good one. So thank you. I appreciate that. Uh oh, James said, "Mercy, I'd watch that too." James, you over 60? Oh, and thank you, Justine. I appreciate all your help and your recommendations too. You 49. Oh, okay. Well, you still got a little bit. You got a little ways. I don't know why I thought you were a little bit older than that. I don't know. Look, don't judge me. So here goes some other questions. I'm gonna go back through these questions again because I know some of you guys are just joining. Um, I think I asked you, how did you discover the podcast? Most of you discovered it on my Facebook, me promoting it. And then would you recommend the podcast to others? Meaning that because my goal is to get you guys to like and share, why not if it's on Facebook or on YouTube. Definitely, make sure you're liking this particular one too. If you have not gone back and liked the other 13 episodes, go back and like them, please. Because that all feeds into the algorithm, and it also helps YouTube and Facebook promote and recommend my podcast to other people. So please support that effort. Um, And it says, what platforms do you use to listen to the podcast? So that's a good question. I see some of you guys are on Facebook, and then some of you are on YouTube. I don't have an issue with both. I mean, right now it's live on my personal page, is live on Unofficial Sex Therapist business page, and is live on YouTube. Um, I initially was trying to put it on live on Instagram. Instagram is very cumbersome with StreamYard, meaning that with YouTube and Facebook, it's just one click of a button for me to add those accounts. Hi, Kelton. Thank you for your support. So, but the integration that they have with Instagram, I don't know why it's not set up like Facebook, but I literally for each episode, I have to go back in and re-log in to Instagram for every single episode to do a live. I don't have to do that with Facebook and YouTube. It's just all I do is click, 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 and it's done. But for some reason on Instagram, they make you go back in and re-log in. So I stopped actually going live on Instagram for that reason because it just takes up too much time. But my the shorts are actually getting uploaded to I think I want to say it's getting uploaded to the actual Unofficial Sex Therapist Instagram page. I don't think it's on my personal page on that one. I have to go back and check. But so yeah, whatever platform that you guys are watching it on is totally fine with me. If you can watch it on Facebook and still go on YouTube and like and share, that would be great. Um, and if you have any other comments or suggestions regarding the podcast, you can comment them here, or you can email me at Tiffany Tiffiny um, at unofficialsextherapist.com, or you can DM me through Messenger if you don't want to leave your comments below. But I'll go back and run through these discussion topics again, just in case for those that came in late. Um, so this is basically a Q&A. If you have any, now, this is not just me asking you guys questions. If you have any questions for me, like, I'm pretty much an open book. I tell people all the time, if it's something you want to know about me, ask. I don't have any reason to hide nothing. I'm single, single, single. So, but I wanted to get some dialogue. I want you guys to be able to ask me questions, or ask if you have questions about any of the guests. We have a couple of them on here now. If you have any questions about any of them, they could probably answer your questions while they're on here. Um, but Or any questions about any of the past episodes, or if you're interested in seeing um, part two of one of the episodes, or if you have other topics in mind that you would be interested in us discussing. Let's see, Jay. I love you too. So yeah. So my goal is, like I said, I wanted, this is 3 months in. The podcast is doing wonderful, it's doing amazing. I figured that, if I'm already at 132,000 views in 3 months, I may hit a million, hopefully be at a million by this time next year. So we'll see. um, let's see. I would say my favorite podcast host is Tasha K. I ain't gonna lie. And she coming to Houston, so I'm definitely gonna try to meet her when she comes. But that's I admire her a lot. Um, so let me go back over through the questions, just in case for any of you guys want to answer it that came on late. What topics do you enjoy hearing about on the podcast? Hey Nate. Hey Georgia. What topics do you enjoy hearing about on the podcast? So topics that we've already discussed. If it was any particular ones that were your favorites, let me know. If there are any topics that you want me to discuss, let me know. Thank you, Charmaine. Definitely let me know. And also too, let me not forget this. if any of you are wanting to come on the podcast, you are more than welcome to come on the podcast. If you're not scared to talk about sex, um, you're more than welcome to come on. I think someone asked earlier today what was the qualifications to be on the podcast. There are none. Other than the fact that you have to talk and you have to contribute to the show. So, um, and as long as you're not disrespectful of any of the other guests, or any disrespectful to anybody in the comments, you're more than welcome. I would love to have you on. It's like I said, it's a challenge for me not only to have to come up with the topics, but also finding the right people, because every topic that may not necessarily fit for everybody, right? So with people with juggling schedules, this is a during the week podcast. So it's a challenge trying to get people to actually volunteer. Georgia said have a very open mind. Yeah, you definitely got to have an open mind depending on what the topic is. Um, um, And then, so let's see. The next question was: there any guests that you would like to see featured on future episodes? So, if you have any of your favorite guests, if you want to see more of them, drop them in the chat. We have a couple of them that's in the comments, so they'll probably be happy. Oh, Charmaine said swingers clubs and the pros and cons of swinging. Not sure if you did this. No, I have not done anything swinger related yet. It's on my to do. I'm just trying to figure out who will be the best guest to have on there for those for today. I have a couple of topics that I'm kind of mulling around who I would invite on there. Because I definitely want to be able to address the pros. I need to be able to have somebody that can talk to the pros and they can also talk to the con. I mean, or have someone else that has experienced the cons that's comfortable in talking about it. That's just a touchy subject for some people too. Um, so we've kind of talked a little bit about sexual health. Um, Talandra, Miss Toys, and men's health. Yeah, menopause. Yeah, we did. We had that topic. You must have not seen that one. We did. We had that topic. Now, are you saying that you want us to revisit that one, or are you saying it because you just haven't watched it yet? That was the one. That was the one that Gwen came on, and then we had a remote guest that came on also that was from Tennessee to talk about his situation. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you had a chance to look at that, but we could definitely add it on there to talk about again. Um, and Gwen did really really well on that one. She was talking about had some topics had me writing down. I was like, "Oop, I never heard of that before." What you talking about, Charmaine? Were you trying to type something, or you just hit enter before typing? Oh, oh, you sent me 99 cents. Oh, thank you. Look, on my phone, I have to look at my computer because it doesn't show up on my phone. Thank you. Yay. Um, so that was the question on that. And then the other question was, how often do you listen to the podcast? So the podcast comes on live every week. A lot of people catch the shorts. A lot of people I've talked to, I say, hey, you caught the podcast? No, but I caught the shorts. They'll have a comment about the shorts, and I was like, okay, well, you need to watch the whole episode so you can see that we did talk about that. So usually, I'm usually be hoping that when people watch or see something that they like on the I see something that they actually like on the short, which is the clips, that it'll make them go ahead and watch the whole episode, so they can see that that that's just a piece of what we talked about. Um, yes, I got it. Hey, Chris, when you coming to Houston, so you can come on the show in person? Mr. Edwards was one of my remote guests. Yeah, so yeah, Talandra. So one of the episodes that we had, we talked about men's health and women as far as getting your physical going. We talked about the men going to getting the physical, checking their testosterone, foods to avoid, um, getting the pellets, all of that stuff. But like I said, we can definitely. Yeah, I got them, Charmaine. Thank you, I appreciate it. Um, Christopher says you should talk about couples who are willing to go to sex classes to learn. Couples who are willing to go to sex classes to learn to please each other. I'll be there sometime this summer. Oh, you keep saying that. You keep pushing the date back. Um, so Talonda said you worked at two swingers clubs with bartender. What you do at what you look? I'm curious. What you do at the swingers clubs? You worked at the door. There go Wonder Woman. Wanda was a guest too. Hey Wanda, we're going over it's a Q and A, so it seems like I'm the one that's asking the question. Ain't none of y'all are asking questions. Y'all are giving good recommendations. Definitely, but y'all ain't asking no questions. Probably because most of y'all already know me. But so I'm actually going through it's a Q and A, so I guess I'm the one that's asking the questions. Basically just trying to get feedback as far as the actual topics and the episodes and the guests. If it's any topics that you would want to see being covered, or any guests that you want to see more of, um, if there's any improvement or changes that you would like to see. I'm just kind of getting doing a pulse check. Like I said, I'm 3 months in. This is all new to me, so I didn't come in with a background podcasting. I did do a lot of research, but even with doing a lot of research, um, it's like you still, it's still something very new to me. So I'm still learning, and I appreciate everybody's recommendations and all of the positive feedbacks that I've gotten over the past 3 months. Um, Wanda said, I want to know, is it healthy for a man to eat your ass 3 times a week? Oh God. Well, goddamn. Hold on, let me digest that a little bit. I don't. Here's my thing. I'm waiting for somebody else to read what she said. Chris, can you answer Wanda's question? She said, She want to know whether or not it's healthy for a man to eat your ass 3 times a week. I'm wondering about his damn dental hygiene. Like, if you eating ass 3 times a week, I want to know what your breath smell like. Eesh. Oh, okay. So I want to say, what do you recommend? Uh, so Latrice says side pieces versus mistresses. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Uh, and then Chris said, he want to ask, why don't women give more head and love it? I am, I personally think it's the person. I don't know what it is about this attraction thing. Um, because there's women out there that enjoy giving head. Charmaine said, leave it to her to ask that. Oh, Chris said ass eating is not healthy at all. Oh, she said Listerine stacked up. I don't know. Ooh, ooh, wow. That's interesting. I've never met a man that want to eat ass that damn often. That sounds like he prefer the ass than the coochie. So is he eating the coochie the same amount of time as he eating the ass? Is he? I'm curious. Chris said there's doo doo. Y'all gonna make me sick. Oh my God. I can't even read that. Just me said, is sex on the first night of meeting someone a bad thing? Should you go all the way? Hmm. It's a what's the package deal? Oh, let's wait. Chris said women don't keep their asses clean. Hey Nikki. Hey Ivy. Y'all killing me on here. Ass what? Ass worshiping. And tell Chris they use anal dishes prior to everybody. Well, I can honestly, I don't think that everybody be dishing they booty holes before they get they ass ate. I don't believe that, Talandra. Ah, sex on the first night should be included in the date. Hmm. Well, that's the only way you're gonna find out. Well, I mean, you're gonna find out sooner or later. Wanda said her booty hole is clean. Just me, you do what? She said, I just feel like men should make more sounds instead of being a watchdog all through, although sometimes the view's amazing. oh, oh gosh. Ivy, look, you might have to close your ears, close your eyes. This is supposed to be a Q and A. It didn't turn into a whole conversation about booty holes. oh. Ivy. Somebody asked about whether or not if a man eats a woman's booty hole 3 times a week, is that too much? Apparently, he has a booty hole ass worshiping fetish. Somebody, and then somebody said that women don't keep their booty hole that clean to have it done that many times. Oh, Chris said do a white towel test before you put your mouth down there. oh gosh. Oh my goodness. That's I mean, I ain't gonna lie. That's the one thing I like about hotels with them white towels. You can definitely tell if your ass is clean when you get through taking a bath. Cause as soon as you start drying off with that towel and you still seeing dirt on that towel, you need to jump your ass right back in the shower or in the tub. Hmm. Yep. That's why I still white towels out of hotels for that reason. Well, not for that reason. I try to put them in for my guest house when they come spend the night. Avi, look, don't judge me, god dog it. This supposed to have been a Q and it turned into a whole nother conversation. You said one said I'm always fresh out the hot water. So do you do the white towel test, Wanda, when you wipe when you get out to wipe your booty hole? Make sure it's clean. Latrice said, Latrice said, hungry ass ninja. Uh, yeah, right. That's what we were saying. 2 to 3 times, yeah, a week. Yeah. Cause I'm not. My thing is this: does he eat more ass than he do the coochie? And cause you definitely can't go backwards and back and forth like that, cause that's not clean. That's not healthy. Mm. I just think about all the men. Now I've been thinking about all the men that have like spoke to me and they breath was smelling like ass. Now I wonder whether or not they were the ones that was eating booty 2 and 3 times a week. I ain't lying. I'm serious. Nigga say send somebody shade. Oh gosh. So he loves 69. But is that the only place? I mean, but you can have 69 without eating the booty. Exactly, Ivy. I'm telling you, I smell so many guys' bad breath. I want it from now on. I think every time when I go somewhere, I'm gonna start carrying some breath mints to all these dudes that like to eat booty 2 and 3 times a week. Cause it's they out there. Cause I smell the bad breath. I smelt it. What did Chris say? Wait, he said he gonna get worms in his throat. Now, hey, now my damn throat messed up. Don't say that, Latrice. It's not from eating no booty though. It ain't even from sucking no penis. Wanda said, no, you cannot. Yeah, that's a lot. And then wait, so Wanda, so if he's doing it 2 or 3 times a week, how long is he staying down there doing it? How long is he licking the booty hole? Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour? That's what I want to know. That's a lot. How long? Like, does he stick his tongue like in the booty hole too, or he just licking the surface? Because I'm visual now. I want to know. I would say strep throat. Wanda, see, you didn't let the cat out the bag. She said he eat it like a sandwich. You get the works. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Ooh. Well, I guess there's no need in making this a topic. We are ready to beat it up. Of course, the tongue goes inside. Ah, okay, so here's my next question. So do you eat his booty too, Wanda, or he just do you? Chris said, "I bet his breath smell like gay couples bedroom." Wanda, I don't know why you brought this up. Oh goodness, I can't breathe. Yeah, she on the hot seat. She on the hot seat because she still ain't said how long he be licking. Well, he doing more than licking the booty. How long he eating that sandwich? I'm curious. That's a long. That's a lot. Hey Ray, she said booty hole lives matter. Oh, so you for the? Are you saying that you agree that it's okay to have your booty hole eaten 2 to 3 times a week? I would say he used to chew on his Pampers when he was. Oh gosh, she not finna answer that. I don't know where she went. Wanda done jumped off. Wanda, where you at? Folks asking questions. We done ran her off. Nikki said, and then you kiss him after he's been eating your sandwich, and I'm out of order if I ask him to brush his teeth. Obviously, he pulling out plastic. He pulling out the plastic, everything. Yeah, yeah. Unless you got a real good dishwasher. Okay, so just me says, do you think giving too much oral sex or stretch out the lips? Wait. Wait, typo. Stretches out the vagina lips. Hmm? Wait, wait. So I mean, just me. I mean, unless he's like sucking on the pussy. I mean, sucking on the pussy lips. But I mean, they even have to be doing some serious sucking on those lips. I don't think a lot of men necessarily be sucking on them that hard to stretch the lips out. Yeah, that's her booty. Chris said that's her booty bust a nut. Oh gosh. But who stuff that's sucking on that damn hard to stretch it? So just me, you said I you want to know what his breath smells like too, because you know that booty muscle contracts in and out, especially if you well, she may be used to him sticking his tongue in it. It may not have to contract like that. If she used to it. Mm, y'all are a mess on here. Y'all are a mess. He said he shot with his mouth open. Oh gosh. And Talundra, my labia is not stretched. Yes, I'm seeing your comments. That's why I just said mine is not stretched. Breast smell like a BFI dumpster. Oh, BF, you talking about the people that come pick up your trash? Oh, Chris, you been smoking. Yeah, I can see that. Look, Wanda is gone. Y'all might as well stop asking her questions. Cause she gone. Y'all done ran her off. He said, he said, does she get gassy afterwards? Yeah, if he got her ass open up wide, I'm sure some air probably done got in it. Lord, Lord, Lord. But y'all just done sit up and hopefully I got all my y'all got your comments on as far as your recommendations on what some topics you guys are interested in. Hey Kareem, what you raising your hand for? You eat booty too? Look, you raising your hand. I don't know if you've been watching, if you've been paying attention to the conversation. um, so yeah, so if you guys, like I said, if you have any, go back through, scroll up. You're gonna have to scroll up a lot. But if you have any other recommendations in terms of what other topics you would like to see in the future, if you have any favorites on guests, oh my God. So Corinne, you eat booty on Tuesdays and Wednesdays? So you 2 times a week too? Oh no. Chris said, hold on, let me scroll up. Chris said, a woman asked me recently, do I like getting my ass ate? I told her I don't know if I'm supposed to like it. So uh obviously let me know what restaurant he goes to. Uh she ain't gonna come back. Charmaine said now she has to come back on your program and answer all these questions. She's the expert ass recipient. uh, oh, I didn't. Oh, Talandra, I didn't see that one. It must have scrolled. I must have scrolled real fast. I didn't see the one about pegging. That's on the list. We touched on it, but if you saying have like a full episode on pegging, that's gonna be a hard one to get through. It ain't gonna be a lot of men that's gonna like this subject, but it's definitely one we can talk about. I know we've kind of talked about it a little bit in foreplay, but we can revisit it again. Doodoo bro. Oh goodness. Look, hey, Kareem, you gotta go back. My homegirl was asking what whether or not if it was wrong for a man to eat ass 2 to 3 times a week. So you saying you do it 2 times a week. You might want to go read up on those comments. Uh-huh. Oh, you like pagan? Pagan is your go-to porn. So with the woman, so is she using like a hand dildo or she's using a strap on to lingerie? I'm curious because I thought pagan was just with the handheld dildo. Is that also considered pagan with when a woman wears a strap on with a man? I ain't never done it. I'm curious. Yeah, buddy. What is both? Both is considered. Uh, Lord. Y'all finna run all these men off of this conversation. Well, I'm not gonna keep you guys. It's 9:07, so I'm and reach my hour. And again, like I said, I would like to thank you guys for your support. Pagan is strapping to a man. But I've also seen where somebody was pagan using a dildo too. I just said, look at all these shit eaters. When I see you at a show, I just nod my head. Oh God. Now you got me thinking the same thing, Ivy. Oh, they go Wanda. Wanda, where you been? Girl, you got all these people asking you questions. The ass expert. And what you saying? Yes, what you saying? Yes, Lord, too. Because you missed a whole lot of questions. Right. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Talundra, but I've seen a video where someone was doing it by hand. And why do they call it just why don't they just saying the man getting fucked in the ass with a dildo? Why they gotta call it pegging? Pegging sounds so like minute. Pegging sound like you poke like you picking something, like picking the nose. Ray said, and don't touch my cup. Listen, I didn't know this doggone show was gonna be about. See what you did, Wanda? Just made the whole show about ass eating ass. But I'm definitely gonna go back and take you guys' recommendations. Church Sunday, right? Take you guys' recommendations on future episodes. And like I said, if you're interested in coming on the podcast, please inbox me. You can inbox me, or you can email me. If you have my number, call, text me. And like I said, I'm coming up with some other creative ways and places to be able to host a show versus always being in studio. And like I said, if you're only able to come on remote, I do allow guests to come on remote. I've had I think two guests so far to come on remote. So if you would like to come on the show and you're not local, you're more than welcome to come on remote. I would be more than happy to bring you on. I think I could bring up to 10 people on, but I wouldn't do that. That's too much. Um, so like I said, and if you have a specific topic that you want to talk about on the show, like just say for instance, you said, hey, everything there is about eating ass, Wanda. So that may be a show for you to come on and talk about. So, and same thing with our youth Talandra. If you want to, because it sounds like pagan is your thing. So I could bring you back on for that one. So, like I said, if you have a preference in terms of what topic you feel comfortable speaking to, just let me know and we will definitely work it in. I would say tell them if they tell them if they're looking for a snack, you grab a bar of soap. Yes, definitely church Sunday. But again, thank you guys for coming on. I'm not gonna keep you guys on. It's a little bit past my, I ain't gonna say past my bedtime, but I don't want to keep you guys on here too much longer. And I appreciate you guys for joining in. And don't forget to like, share. I don't know if y'all gonna want to share this one, but be sure to make sure that you're liking the actual podcast on Facebook and also going to YouTube and liking the episode as well. And make sure you all subscribe. Thank you guys.